Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. And first of all, we'll start by saying a hello to the lovely people that have joined me. So we have Brett from Wolf Paranormal. we have Sam from Life Afterlife TV.
He thought it'd be good.
And we have Deb from Deb B. You got to have a
boys
laugh.
and their toys. You do. That's just so funny. Everyone's got their own ringtone now.
I love it. I love it.
Yep.
All right. So I tossed around with a few ideas for tonight's stream, and the one that I came up with was one that Brett and Deb had actually brought up in discussion. I believe it was last week or the week before, and that is the Phillip Experiment.
Ooh.
So this will either go to one of two ways. It's either going to go horribly wrong and nothing's going to happen, or it may go the route of being very interesting.
Okay. Yeah, if it goes horribly wrong, we'll just have a laugh about it.
Yeah, we'll just laugh at it.
Yeah.
Exactly. You have to laugh it off.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I did a little bit of research today on the Phillip Experiment to further my education about the subject, and it's pretty much where a group of investigators got together and hang on, I'm just reading from something. Okay, so the group became the Owen Group and consisted of Dr. Owen's wife, and Dr. Owen was the one who was running the experiment. There was a woman who was a former chairperson of some group, an industrial designer, an accountant, a housewife, a bookkeeper, and a sociology student. They all got together.
Quite a spread.
Hey?
Quite a spread.
It is, yeah. I guess that they wanted people from all walks of life, more or less.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So they got together. They started by sitting down together and writing a story about a fictitious person. They wrote where he came from, how old he was, his religion, what year he was in, even down to his wife and a woman that he fell in love with. And they said the only part of the story that was actually real and wasn't fictitious was the town in which they based his life in.
Yeah.
So they spent the next year after that sitting down and doing experiments, asking him to come forward, meditating on it. Nothing happened. Then they kind of changed their technique and had a few things start to happen. So that's kind of the basics. Would any of you like to add anything to that?
Yeah.
Yep.
The trigger was for the first 12 months when they did it, they just invented the character of Phillip and a bit of his background. When they realised it wasn't working, they had to start believing in him. They had to start believing he was real. So they literally fully fleshed out this Phillip's lifestyle to the point that they all believed he was actually at some point a real person. And it seems to be that belief was the trigger that actually started the things kicking off. It was the belief in him actually being rather than just inventing a person in a fictional manner. They actually had to reinvent him in a way that they genuinely believed he had been a real person.
It was real. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Thank you. I forgot about that. So I kind of look at this with skepticism. I'm not sure if how you guys look at this. It's an interesting experiment because it looks at the mind and how the mind works. And I think we touched on this a few weeks ago or maybe a month ago, about sometimes people can have spiritual attachments, and you often wonder whether it's actually spirit itself that is attached to the person, or whether it is something that's made up from the mind.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that this would be a fun little experiment to kind of toy around with, and maybe incorporate it into the rest of what we do. Yeah, so maybe each week spend half hour or something in my streams or whatever, trying to reach out to this person. But as Brett said too, we have to kind of really train our mind to believe that this is a person and they're going to come through to us.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. If you guys, or if anyone in the chat would like to comment and try and fill in the bits and pieces of a story of a person that we're going to create, I think that'd be fun to kind of do that together.
Yeah.
It's kind of strange that you've done this week, because last week we did have a Spirit Box session and we were all on stream, and during the week I do Spirit Box sessions, and I've asked for names, who's here and who's talking to me. I got Debs, I got Brett, and I got Julie. Twice this week, and unfortunately it happened while I was messing around on the computer and I wasn't actually recording.
It always does. That's how it always happens. Always happens.
I think there was one time where Debs came up and I actually did record it, and I can't remember which recording I have, but it is recorded, some of it, But it's strange that, during the week you've all been mentioned, so it's kind of strange that way,
Yeah. I thought this would be a good one for us as well, because the more streams we've been doing together as the four of us, especially last week when we were getting little bits and pieces together and blindfolding each other, and the things that we picked up on.
You're making this sound kinky now, Julie.
No. The blindfolding, what's it called?
Remote viewing and telepathy.
Remote viewing, thank you. I thought it was interesting that we were all kind of connected in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Because some things that Brett brought up, Deb brought up, but it connected to the things she was seeing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely. All right.
Given what you and Sam have just said, I totally agree. I think what we have done from the minute that we started doing these, the four of us, particularly with the blindfold sessions and the first one, which was the ESP.
Yep.
I strongly feel at this point in time that a connection has been made between us.
Mm-hmm.
And given the distance, it's extraordinary how things pop up in our lives regarding the four of us.
Yeah.
And we've talked about this. And there's the sense around that, the feeling around that, and the thought. Yeah, I agree with Julie and Sam. I think a connection with what we've been doing has been made.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah.
And good evening, everybody in the chat.
Hi, guys. So I'm going to read out Jackie Evelyn's question here. She says, if this is the case and you can create something and it be so, how come movie and TV characters don't come to life outside of the shows? I think that might lead back to what Brett said before, in the fact that I think with a lot of TV shows, we know that they're not a real character.
Yeah.
So maybe that plays a big part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Personally, I'd say that's more of a subconscious thing. Your subconscious mind knows that they are not really real, and your subconscious acts as some kind of, safety net for you, because otherwise, there's got to be some kind of mental process there doing it in your everyday life, because otherwise you believe everything you saw and heard.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
so I think that's your subconscious kicking in there, and even though you think it's frightening you, your subconscious really knows that it ain't real.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're actually, it's their profession. So their mind, they're playing a part in a character, but their real self is there protected. There have been many stories over the years of actors and actresses that have taken on the persona of some of their characters that they've played. Gloria Swanson was one, and she was just impacted psychologically from her whole career.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well,
Francis Farmer and others.
Anthony Hopkins, when he played Lecter,
Hannibal.
when he played Hannibal Lecter, it messed him up. And the biggest example of that is Robert Englund with Freddy Krueger. And the reason he actually stopped doing the films was because he said he was turning into Freddy. He was starting to get, he was literally starting to have thoughts like Freddy would have, because he'd got that much into character acting Freddy Krueger that it was starting to impact his everyday life. And he was worried. He was worried he was literally turning into Freddy Krueger.
Wow.
The way his mind was working. So that's why he stopped doing it in the end. That's why he pulled away from it.
Heath Ledger went through that with the Joker too, and that's kind of what was his demise. Yeah.
Anthony Hopkins, I saw an interview with him at the Actors Studio some years ago, and he was quite surprising. And in part of his preparation for Hannibal was that he spent 6 months as a volunteer patient at a psychiatric hospital in preparation for, I mean, that's what I call dedication. But at the end of the day, a lot of actors say that in preparation for a character for a role, they'll spend time in that space talking to that person, or talk if they're playing a serial killer and so forth. And one of the recent ones, pardon me, was Christian Bale. I reckon that his psychological stability has been impacted because of some of the more fringe roles that he's had, like American Psycho and The Mechanic. The Mechanic, what was it? And he lost a hell of a lot of weight to play this part of a factory worker who basically loses it and commits crimes and becomes a serial killer. And it's got to have an impact.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
So I'm looking forward to this, but given the connection that's already been established, I'm a little bit hesitant on going forward, because we're going to be spending a lot of time over the next few months building into this and the belief system of where this may take us, the four of us, collectively and individually.
It will be interesting to see if whoever we invent starts popping up in Sam's spirit box sessions.
I thought of that.
That's when it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, as it says during the week, because I this is why I don't look at horror films or anything negative in my house.
Yeah.
Because sometimes what comes through my speakers ends up being mentioned on the box. And during the week, I've had, talk about Australia and Australian accents coming up, which I don't normally hear, or I don't normally notice.
That's not me flushing the loo, by the way. I think that's Janet doing the washing up or something.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. She's just rinsing some stuff at the sink. Sorry.
That's okay.
The other possibility that is maybe just putting it out there, is that sometimes maybe we have entities with no identification as such. And they take that identification and they take that energy from us for themselves, and they become that. Maybe, I don't know. We may never know,
Not until we get there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this is going to be a very, very interesting process as it goes forward.
I think so too.
You've come across a cracker there.
Yeah, well,
This is going to
you
be
guys
good.
will board it up, so you have credit for it. So, but if anybody in, okay, so let me just get to this before I go on. So, Ferry said before, the mind is interesting. No, hang on. When we were talking about the movie characters, Ferry said movies are made from real life, and I said yes, in a way, but not in the respect of the characters themselves, fictional characters themselves.
Yeah.
And Jackie Evelyn said, then creation doesn't have to be a bad person. No,
Philip wasn't a bad. Philip was
No.
not a bad entity. Philip was quite friendly, open, and chatty.
Yes.
He wasn't in any way dark or evil. They created a friendly person.
And we want a friendly one too, please.
Oh,
Absolutely.
great. I wanted a Desmond, don't we, Sam?
Yeah, I was waiting for it. Desmond had to come up. No.
Yeah, but
no.
is he going to stay with me because I created it?
We'll tell him to live with you.
No. Yeah, I'm with Julie on that one. No negative Desmonds, thanks.
I'm going to sleep and I hear growling, Desmond, go to sleep.
Yeah.
In that mother voice.
Desmond.
Yeah. Past your bedtime.
Oh, God, that's funny.
Yes,
Desmonds.
we have Tenga. So we're doing what is called the Phillip Experiment. It is where a group of people have gotten together. I think it was back in the 70s, wasn't it?
76,
yeah.
I think it was.
Yeah, back in the 70s. And they created a fictional character called Phillip, in which case they believed he was real to the point where they were getting what they believed was him come through, knocking and tapping on table, moving a table around and stuff. So we'll see what we can get from it. So, all right. First of all, name, gender.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll pick the gender, and I'll say it's going to be a male.
Right, let me get a pen and paper so I can write it all down and start.
Okay. Brett, I know you've got a really good name for this one.
Desmond.
Desmond. Oh, we've got to do that. Desmond. Desmond, what about a last name?
Sam, last name for Desmond?
McCrae.
Actually, that's a good one because it ain't something that's liable to pop up on a radio or anything often.
Yep. Very
How
good.
do you want to spell the McCrae? MC?
M-C-C-R-A-E.
No, I'd say K-R-A-Y.
That's why I was asking. K.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's how would you spell McCrae, Sam?
C-R-A-Y.
Oh, there you go. Do it with the C then.
C-R-A-Y.
Yeah.
With a little C as well?
And a little and then a big C.
Okay, Matt McCrae.
Awesome. How old is Desmond?
You've got to pick that, Deb. It's your turn.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Let's make him young, but not too young. Say 45?
Yeah.
So we can build a whole story around either
when she
a
said let's
backstory.
make him young, I was expecting like 23.
No, he's old enough to have a family.
Right,
and a professional person of some description. Could be a butcher or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, but he's got time to have a bit of a backstory if we want to go that far. But we can all go develop a present day and going forward, so we can have a linear timeline and see what comes up. He could have siblings in the, that he lost in the war or something. I mean, there's a whole lot of. But 45 for an age.
45 sounds good. All right. Should we go to...
That's the point. We need to change his first name because we use Desmond to reference demons and we'll never be able to use it again in the channel to mention demons.
Okay.
So I'll call him David. Call him David. David McCrae.
We have to.
I wonder if he was a Cray brother.
Oh, the only thing is David keeps coming up in my box.
Oh,
Oh, fuck's sake.
Think of an unusual name,
Paul.
something you don't often hear.
no, Paul,
Cole.
you get that's a
Cole, C-O-L-E.
Okay, Cole McRae.
Cole McRae.
Okay, that's got a nice ring to it.
And it's quite a
Yeah,
modern
actually.
name. It's quite a modern name as well.
It is. Good point, Evelyn. Okay, what's the next? Should we go with the year?
yeah.
What do you mean, the year?
Yeah,
He
that's
was
what I'm
born.
thinking. The year he was born or past?
Well, we'll know that if he's 45, we know what year he's born.
Well, it depends on which way we go with the story too. Is he going to
what
be?
era are we going to be in?
Yeah, was he in World War 1 or 2, or was it before that, or?
Well, if he's only 45, he weren't in either war.
Vietnam?
Yeah,
Oh, no.
but
Iraq?
Yeah, he could be in Iraq. But then we'd have to make him American. Oh, no, we wouldn't, because the Brits and the Aussies went there as
Or
well.
more modern?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he could be anybody. Oh, let's not make him American, please. Please.
We don't even have to make him... We don't even have to connect him to any war.
Yeah, let's start with the basics and see how we develop over time.
Okay, so we've got
That's part
name,
of the-
age. What should we go for next?
Marital status?
Marital status. Okay.
Sam, is he married or not?
Huh?
Is he married?
Is he married or not?
Yeah.
Just
Right,
once?
so he's-
Yeah.
Okay, married once.
Deb,
All right.
is Deb's there now, kids?
Okay, so he's married. What's
Kids.
his wife's name?
Kids first.
All right, kids. He's got 3.
Right.
3 kids?
Or give him. No. These days, modern families aren't big like they used to be. Say 4,
4 kids.
so we can develop.
So they got no TV?
No.
Okay.
They had to save up for one. They got it late.
Yep.
4 kids.
Okay, I'll do it. His wife's name, and I'll do another one that ain't going to be probably very. His wife's name's Zara.
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 Good
I
job.
like that. Zara Phillips.
Zara.
And how old is she?
She is 38.
I was thinking that. All right.
Right, Sam, you've got to decide on the sex of the 3 kids.
2 girls and a boy.
That'll be interesting.
2 girls, 2 boys, because there's 4.
All right, yeah, okay. Yeah.
2 of each, or?
I was thinking there was 3. Why did I go with 3 kids? Because it was weird. Both me and Sam was thinking there was 3 then.
Okay, let's go with 3.
That might be, that might actually be important. Because I was thinking 3 kids as well, and Sam said 3.
My original
two
thought
girls
was
and a
3,
boy.
and then I changed it.
Yeah.
Okay, Jackie's made a suggestion. He was in World War One, went to World War Two to protect his kids. So we'll make a note of World Wars.
We can't, he ain't old enough.
Are we making
We
him
haven't
modern,
put a timeline. Not necessarily. We
okay,
haven't set a
we haven't got
timeline.
that far.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
we could shove him back in time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we could include the wars, thinking about it.
So 2. That would mean he was born just after the turn of the century, then, wouldn't it? If he went to World War One, he'd have to be born at least 1900.
I would probably push him only as far back as World War Two, because none of us are really genned up on World War One. and we're more
No.
liable to believe in history closer to World War II
Yep.
for us,
Okay.
for our age group.
Yep.
Yeah. No,
Sounds good.
that's true. That's true. Yep. So the timeline is 1920s.
Well, World War One started in 39.
There's Owen.
World War Two.
So if we say he was 20 when he went to war, 21, something like that, or would it no 23? Well, if we say 25, because I think that was the average, and that makes it really easy to work out his birth year then, because it would be 19.
So
He'd
he
be
was
born
19.
No, he
Oh,
was born in 1919, and that'll make
That's
it
a
really
nice
easy to
number.
remember the date as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that would have made him 25 when World War Two broke out, and the average soldier was aged between 25 and 26, I believe. So he'd be born in 1919.
Yep, and he was 22 in World War Two, you said.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
No, he'd be 20. He'd be 20 in
just approaching 20.
Yeah, he'd be 20 in the war. Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. Are we going to name the children, or is that too far?
No.
We've got to name the kid. You've literally got to invent a life for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have 2 girls and a boy. Who's the eldest?
I put the boy.
Okay.
No, I'd have said one of the girls, but go with the boy.
Boy, girl. Okay, ages. Brett. What about the boy?
I would say that the lad was born just before he went to war.
Mm-hmm.
So his wife would be pregnant while he went to war. And if we say he got dragged into the war in, say, 1940, that would make him 1929.
17 or 18.
Yeah, that's 18.
18. So the eldest boy would be what, 20 now? He's 38.
No, he'd be old. His son could technically still be alive now. Don't forget, we've got to jump back now to 1940, 1939, 1940 when the kids are around. So if we say the kid was born in 1940, which was the year after the war started, just before he actually went to war.
60, 80.
Will we make Cole older than 45?
Why?
I don't know. It's just a thought. Maybe we could work through the kids on unraveling his life.
It would probably be easier to forget his age for now, develop his life, and then just say, and he died at the age of such and such. So if that'll be the easiest way to do it, rather than trying to concentrate on the fact he's 45 when he died. We can add that as the last thing.
Yep.
Okay.
So how about we just not do the kids' ages? We just say he had these 3 kids. They were called blah blah blah. We'll just do it that way.
Yeah, and then we'll see if he actually starts giving us ages for his kids.
Yes.
Yeah. For the boy, I like Alexander because I like Alexander the Great.
Okay.
Okay, girl, Brett.
Sarah.
With a H on the end.
Yeah.
And Sam, girl's name? Jennifer.
No, too common. Come on. Double N?
Yep. Double N IFER.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've Alexander, Sarah, and Jennifer.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I should have got an A4. I'll write it all up differently later.
Where are they from? Get somebody in chat to pick where they're from.
Yeah.
Hey, can someone in chat pick a location for...
Well, we need a country first.
Yeah, country for our character, Cole. where is coal going to originate from?
If somebody puts out a Mongolia now, I'm going to burst out laughing.
Mongolia.
Nice one put to bed. Oh, God.
Okay, Stephen said New Zealand.
Okay, good as any.
Okay.
Yep. Good choice, Stephen. Okay.
Sorry, Jackie. Stephen beat you to it. He's a Kiwi.
Do we need a town in New Zealand? We do, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Well, I know. The only one I know in New Zealand is Wellington.
And Auckland.
Yeah,
Auckland.
that's probably the only two New Zealand places I know.
Wellington, Auckland. Yeah, I don't know much more.
Christchurch.
Christchurch. Yes.
Please pick one that is of English terms so I can remember what it's called.
Oh, well, we'll go with Christchurch then.
Yeah.
Does that sound good to you guys?
Yeah.
Kanga got it. Right. That's easy to spell too. Christchurch.
Barry said Nelson. Never heard of it. I've got to be honest. My geography when it comes to New Zealand ain't brilliant.
No, me either.
That's on the South Island, isn't it?
I've no idea.
Nelson?
I have no idea.
I was going to suggest Queenstown, but it's too far south.
Yeah.
Although the climate would suit England, but never mind. Carry on. Right. What about the wife? What are we going to build? He was born in 1919.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's build a...
She's got to be a similar age to him then if...
Yeah, you wanted her a bit younger, so 1917, 2 years younger.
Yep.
That'd make her 2 years older.
Oh, yeah, it would.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah.
So if we make her 1921.
1921.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the younger boys. Interesting. Okay. So where was she born? New Zealand. Oh, get somebody in the chat to pick where she was from because she could be from anywhere as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so wife Zara. Pick a location where Zara was from in regard to country, please. Are we going different country as well? We can.
We can.
Yeah.
She can be from anywhere.
Yeah.
Don't forget the thing here is for us to get to the point where we can get him to start relaying these details. So it could be anything. You know, even as unrealistic as it sounds, it could be anything.
Yep. All right, Harry said Fiji.
Stephen, I would never remember Sunnynook.
No. I think that's a part of New Zealand talk. They were, Fiji.
All the Solomon Islands.
Fiji's as good as anywhere else. But what? Does anybody know any... Is it Fijian? Is that what you call somebody from Fiji?
I don't know. Possibly.
I don't know. I don't know if they've... Yeah, I think it's Fijian.
Yeah, because a lot of Kiwis come from the Solomon Islands and around that area.
And then...
It could get really exotic and go Papua New Guinea.
And then we'd have to come up with some really strange name that I'd never remember.
Yeah, I wouldn't remember.
Zara would kind of fit in with that kind of Fijian, kind of name too, wouldn't it?
I've no idea. I don't know what naming conventions are for Fiji.
Neither do I.
Neither do I.
There you go. Jackie says a lot of Fijians live in New Zealand.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, let's do that then.
Okay. So she was born in Fiji.
Yep. So you guys are getting the hang of this. Samoan. Yeah, I thought it was Samoan.
That was the word I was searching for. The chain of islands are all along there that run from Fiji all the way. The Samoan Islands.
Yep. So Samoan. Okay. So we've got the wife, kiddies. where he came from, where she came from. Oh, what was his
Good job.
yes, his occupation.
He was a sheep rancher. He worked on a sheep ranch.
Of course, because it's New Zealand.
New Zealand.
Yes, it's
yeah.
called
It's New
farms,
Zealand.
not ranches.
He was a farmer.
Yeah, it was a farmer.
Sheep farmer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we'd call it a sheep. Well, it would be a farmer, but it's more of a rancher if they wrangle animals. He was a shepherd.
He was a shepherd, exactly. I don't know why we didn't think of that.
So, Zara was born in Fiji of Samoan ancestry. Does she have a background in anything?
See, we don't want to develop too much straight away because we want to start seeing what starts coming through,
What
sort of
they
thing.
give us.
See what they give to build up the picture, to help build up the picture. Fire chief.
Fire chief's daughter.
Well, she could be of a royal family. Fiji had a royal family. And Samoa definitely, it still does, has a king. She could be from royal ancestry for all we know.
Oh, Kanga says she really thinks it is farming on the Canterbury Plains as well. So there you go.
Canterbury's, yeah.
Okay.
So sheep farmer was a good suggestion.
Yeah, North and South Island, there's a lot of farms, dairy.
We get a lot of New Zealand lamb over here. That was what immediately made me think of sheep.
Yeah.
And I often enjoy them in a kebab.
I bet you do.
Yeah.
Poor little sheep.
All right. So Cole's born in 1919 in New Zealand. He's Christchurch, New Zealand.
Yep.
He's married.
Yeah.
He's a sheep farmer. He has He has a wife, Zara, age 38.
Yeah.
He has 3 boys. 1 boy and 2 girls.
2 girls.
And the children's Alexander, Sarah, and Jennifer.
Yep.
His wife was born in Fiji of Samoan potential royalty. Could be a secret that comes out down the road.
Okay.
Well, Samoa's still got a king, so I reckon that's enough to start us. What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
There's a lot of plot in that, and we can every week, we can spend half an hour either building it up or not.
Yeah. And seeing how it goes.
And seeing how it goes.
Exactly.
Little sheep crying, "Where's mommy?"
Oh, I can't eat lamb.
No, I actually don't like lamb, as in just cooked on a plate. I only eat it in doner kebabs. That's the only time I eat lamb because I ain't fond of it unless it's in a kebab and oily spiced.
Yeah.
And then I'm quite happy to see the little lamb spinning round on a skewer while warming up nicely.
Oh, great.
Yeah, right, okay. Fresh. You spin me right around, baby, right?
Deb. So, do you think we should start this off with today, investigating this and seeing if we get anything?
No,
and
leave it a week. Leave it a week, and just keep thinking about it every so often. And then next week, we'll get Sam to do a spirit box session, and we'll see if Sam can get any information coming through on the spirit box.
Yeah, we'll give it a week to let it start filtering in our subconscious.
Yeah.
And every day, even if it's only a couple of minutes, just read through this and let it start to permeate. And next week we'll start and see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Let it ferment.
Yeah, I'll write down the data after the stream. The information's already documented, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And
so is everybody in the stream happy with where we've gotten to and what we've done with it so far?
Yep. So Jackie Evelyn.
Jackie says, read out what we got so far.
Yep. So, do you want me to do that?
Yes, please.
Yep.
All right. So we have a gentleman by the name of Cole McRae, who was born in 1919 and is of an age of 45 years. He's been married once, and his wife's name is Zara. She is 38 years and was born in 1921 in Fiji. I should have said too, Mr. Cole McRae is from New Zealand in Christchurch and is a sheep farmer, or just farmer. They have 3 children, 1 boy and 2 girls, by the name of Alexander, Sarah, and Jennifer.
That's a good foundation to start with.
Yeah.
Yep. That's a good beginning. That's a lot of solid information to read through just a couple of minutes every day for the next week and see what happens.
Yep.
Everybody happy?
If Sam does a spirit box session every week when we're on your stream, we can start asking questions to fill in the information, and we can see by the end what we've got.
True.
For this bloke's life.
Yep. Kanga said, should we check to see if such a person already exists or is a close match?
You could do, but I highly doubt there's going to be a Cole McCready in New Zealand from that era.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You can check if you want to, Kanga.
The chances of us running into this person with all these details would be very slim, I would say.
Yeah.
You got a better chance of winning lotto.
Yeah.
$1 billion to 1.
You need to put one of them little disclaimers on the bottom of your video. Persons in this video on in no way reflect any real life, and no offences intended. What they stick at the bottom of a film.
Yeah. Actually, that's probably a good idea for somebody to, just in cases.
Yeah.
All characters are fictitious and not based on actual persons.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, that's all you've got to put.
Yeah.
And you're immune from anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it'll be interesting. Or Sam could do a spirit box today and see if we can get any details filled in.
Can do.
If she's feeling okay.
The spirit box is right in front of me here. All I have to do is turn around the microphone, and basically there's enough audio going through the headphones for me to, or I could plug in a smaller speaker off one of these lines. You know, no, there's enough audio going through the speakers. These headphones, you've asked questions before and you got answers. You know,
yeah, they work well.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Thank you, Sam.
I'll just sort of set up here, which is not going to take too long. It's just. It's only going to take a second.
What's Deb doing?
He's busy.
Right, it's going to go through a bit of an echo chamber, which might help.
She's flooding someone. Hello, spirits.
Have you froze, Sam?
She has.
She'll be back in a minute.
Yeah. Ironic timing, though.
Yeah. Oh, Deb's just fell off the toilet.
Oh, God. Deb, wasn't that bad? What'd she say?
I don't know.
Yeah, Sam's frozen. She'll be back in a second, guys.
Yeah.
Kind of ironic timing, though.
Yeah, ain't it just?
Yeah. So does anyone have any questions while we're waiting for Sam to come back about the experiment or, what we're doing or anything like that?
We can wait for the return of Sam. Yeah, we're going to have to wait for Sam to reconnect.
What exactly are we listening for from the spirit box? So we're just going to do a session out of curiosity, and it is probably too early, but just to see whether any of these details come up through the spirit box.
It's also interesting. We could ask the spirit box to fill in details.
We can, yes.
And see if we get responses to fill in details for it. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, like how old was your daughter Jennifer, or bits and pieces. Yeah.
And then we'll see if they tie in with our thing that the lad's the eldest and the girls are the two younger ones.
Exactly.
It'll be interesting to see if stuff like that starts to corroborate. And if we get somebody called Cole come through on the box, or Zara or whatever, that'd be even better.
Evelyn, how are you feeling about the experiment? Kim, are you okay? Yeah, Kim was a little bit hesitant, I think. Maybe just in case, I don't know. See, this is why we're doing this, to see kind of what we can get. And I mean, who's to say that anything's going to happen in the first place? But it's interesting to try. You've got to try these things.
There's absolutely no guarantees we're going to get anything.
Very said that. I think it's interesting just to see what happens.
Yeah.
Stephen, about Sam getting cut off. Maybe the spirits don't want us to hear them. It's a possibility. Kim, just don't feel right. That's okay, Kim. I know that you've had some experiences in the past that make you hesitant, so I respect your wishes. Maybe she had an internet failure or something.
May have done. She's probably frantically running around the living room now, trying to check everything's plugged in. I know what Sam's like. He'll be frantic now, trying to get it sorted.
Yeah, trying to get it right. Did you fall over, Deb? We heard a big crash.
No, I took my little jacket off and I threw it on the chair in my bedroom, and it hit something else in midair. And anyway, so that was the crash.
We thought you fell off the low. Not paying the bill, lol.
Yeah, tell the truth, Brett. You and your little box.
Actually, you mustn't have heard me, because when I heard Brett say, "I'll play the toilet S-bin water," I said, "Quick, somebody get the scuba diving team." From our chat before we went on. Julie's not amused.
No, I was just reading Kanga's comment. She says, perhaps we should ask the spirits what they feel about us doing this experiment.
It's a good question.
We shouldn't, because basically we're inventing someone. We're not actually using a spirit as such. This is a total experiment to see if we can create something that behaves like a spirit, not actually, communicate with a spirit.
Yeah, it's just we're not actually pulling anything through from the other side. We're just and that's what the people who did the original experiment, they were toying with the idea that the people that were involved in the experiment was somehow telepathically making things happen, and it
Yeah.
was all
Mm.
in their mind. So that's kind of what we're playing with here.
See,
Yeah. If anything,
it's very closely linked to poltergeist, because this is how people believe poltergeist work. They're not actually anything from the spirit world. They think that, well, or that they could be, but they are actually fueled by a person's emotional state more so than the spirit world itself.
Yeah.
if anything, we're trying to push through from our perspective of reality to the other side. We're not trying to go from the other side to here. So we're not pulling any.
Yeah.
Brett's right. We're not pulling anything through. We're trying to push through.
Yeah.
Actually,
And
it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting too, because when you speak to spirit, I know that there's some kind of boundary where there are certain things almost it feels like they can't answer. So it'll be interesting if we do make contact with Cole, whether they can push the boundaries there.
Yeah.
Not saying it's going to be a genuine response, but still it's interesting.
No, but the potential outcome of this will be, should we start getting something happening, is huge. As in, the window, whatever happens, if we get a response and start to, as we build this up and go forward, as everybody said, we may get absolutely nothing 3 months from now.
Yep.
But if we do, then I think the potential for impacting from this side going through can be proven, and the subconscious can be demonstrated. I was going to say proven, but it can be demonstrated that the subconscious can have, I'm going to say false memory, but it can be influenced by just about anything. Books, movies, music.
The thing is, Kanga, you put there, you know, they may misunderstand what our intentions are. We are not trying to create something from the spirit world. The spirit world interaction is just to see whether they will work from that side and help us invent this. You know, it's nothing to do. You know, they're just like a fifth panel member sort of thing. We're not actually interfering with the spirit world in any way, shape, or form. The experiment is to create something literally from people's own subconscious minds and see if you can make it manifest in the physical world. It's got nothing to do with the spirits whatsoever. You doing the spirit box is just to see if they will, you know, contribute towards it and see, you know, come from the other side and contribute to it. We could do this without doing spirit boxes and do other forms of communication. It's just the spirit box is just another way to see if we can get input from them. It doesn't technically impact them in any way, shape, or form, because what we're doing is not a connection with the spirit world. It's a connection with our collective subconscious.
And how we can be influenced.
That's a good way of putting it, though, is that we're bringing our imagination to create something out of our imagination, but something that we can interact with. It's our mind, our imagination. It's
we could be writing a screenplay for all we know.
Yeah, exactly.
All we're doing is just creating a screenplay as an example.
Yeah, it's like when you know, have an experience or something happens or you think of something and then you go to bed and you dream it. It's your mind creating that.
No, Evelyn, how can it be disrespecting to the spirits when we're just creating from imagination? We may get absolutely nothing in a few weeks or a few months' time out of this, or we may get something. If you go and watch a movie, someone started somewhere with a screenplay.
Yeah.
They may be replicating events in their childhood.
Yeah. That's actually a good analogy of describing it. What we're trying to do is to create a character for a movie. We're not actually trying to create anything spiritual whatsoever.
No.
You know, it's got no connection to the spirit world whatsoever.
Not at all.
I agree. God, you guys are coming in completely different tonight. What's in the
Look at
water, people?
Look at Fairy's comment. One of my spirit guides has given the thumbs up and see what happens in our subconscious. Hello, darling.
Hello, I had the blue screen update, which
Ah,
wasn't very good.
Have you put 50p in the meter now?
Yeah, I had to read the whole thing.
She's got an echo. You got an echo. She's got an echo. You got an echo.
Yeah, you got an echo, Sam. You need to mute Summit.
Yeah, you got an echo, Sam. You need to mute Summit.
Hello.
Oh no.
That's it.
Hello.
It's gone. Yeah, it's gone. It's gone.
Yeah. Yeah, I was setting up for the spirit box, and I connected up a speaker into the line out, and that's what the echo was basically.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
And then it just decided to go blue screen on me.
Oh God.
They always do it. Computers at totally the wrong time.
Yep, they certainly do.
You know.
Kanga, if you've ever gone to watch a movie, somebody wrote a screenplay for it at some point, and then someone turned it into a film.
Mhm.
Say like the Avengers, it's all fiction. They come out of a comic series.
This is paranormal.
So,
This is a paranormal experiment.
yeah, this is a legitimate
Absolutely.
framed experiment. If you want to go back, there is video where they recorded it on tape, all of their experiments, all these people, and the recordings and what they developed over time. But they walk. It takes a long time to listen to it all and watch it all, because they took time to build the characters and like put the whole screenplay together.
Yeah.
And then they taped their sessions. And initially there was nothing, absolutely nothing.
See, this is where people have got to broaden their horizons.
Yep.
The paranormal is not just about the spirit world. The spirit world is just a very, very tiny portion of the paranormal. The paranormal covers ESP, it covers what we're doing. You know, it covers aliens, it covers Bigfoot, it covers cryptids, monsters. Ghost hunting and spirits is a very tiny part of the paranormal. You know, so this was actually conducted in 1976 as a fully recorded experiment out for well over a year. It's the paranormal aspect of this is whether we can use things like ESP and astral projection and stuff like that to combine to make a fully interactive entity. It's not spiritual in it. It's not a ghost. It's not. It is just it's just an entity. It's an energy being we're trying to create.
Yeah,
There's no good or evil connected with it whatsoever. We're not trying to conjure up the devil or demons or ghosts. There is absolutely no connection to the spirit world with this whatsoever.
No.
This is a fully paranormal mental exercise. It's to do with the mind side of the paranormal, not the spiritual side of it.
So Fairy says, we're not challenging or threatening the spirit world. We're experimenting with our subconscious within our world that is telepathic. Exactly.
Bang on, Fairy. Bang
exactly.
Bang on.
Thank you. And she said, what happened with the entity in the end? Well, the entity wasn't actually an entity. That's the part of the experiment. It was actually a subconscious part of their mind.
Yeah. He basically, once they stopped believing in him, he faded away. Because once they broke the connection and stopped generating the psychic energy, for want of a better word, there was nothing to fuel him, and he just dissolved.
Yeah. It wasn't actually an entity.
Yeah. He wasn't something that remained in the world once they finished. Once they stopped doing these experiments, he stopped appearing. Simple as.
Yeah.
In ITC, what a lot of us call what's coming through the communicators, and that doesn't, we call them spirits all the time. Basically, we're claiming 100% that they're spirits, and that's why we call them communicators. Actually, when setting up here, and I turned on to test and all that, the first thing that came out of the box is we're here. So
Yeah.
there may be a connection with the box today. I don't know.
Cool.
You know.
Fairies just nailed it again, like an imaginative friend.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
this is how they believe. This is what they believe happens with young kids when they have imaginary friends at a young age. What we're doing is trying to create an adult version of an imaginary friend.
Yep. It's all a learning process. This is what the investigating part of this world is about for the paranormal. It's about trying things and seeing what works, what doesn't, what evidence we can capture in every aspect of the paranormal. So, yeah.
Are you ready then, Sam?
Yeah, it's running.
Yeah.
Go on, sorry, Deb. Carry on.
And Julie's put the link, so perhaps for those that are not quite able to wrap their head around what we're trying to experiment with here, going forward, watch the original films and audio and make of it what you will for yourself. But that's all we're trying to do. This is a legitimate paranormal experiment that is replicatable, which provides an empirical framework. So we're just replicating what they do in a modern time frame with better technology.
How can an imagined entity come through the box? That's what we're going to find out.
That's
what this is about.
Yeah.
We're going to find out.
What we said earlier, there is a possibility that some of the communicators or entities may not have a significant identification, and they may take that identification and make it their own, possibly. But we don't know exactly how it works,
Yeah.
So, will I run?
Yeah, hang on, can I just address what Kanga's just said?
Yep.
Kanga's, but I need to separate the two. I'd rather it'd be easy to understand without the spirit box or the spirit world involved. The thing is, Kanga, you've got to realise, like what Sam just said. We can't say with 100% certainty that everything that comes through that box is a spirit. That is why Sam always refers to him as a communicator. We could be, then it's not necessarily always dead people we're talking through. And in a way, the spirit box is a little bit inaccurately labelled. It technically shouldn't be called a spirit box. It should be called a communication box.
Device.
Because we've got no guarantees that everything that comes through that box, is somebody who was once alive and is now dead. You need to break away from the thought that everything that comes through a spirit box is a dead person, because we can't say it isn't or it isn't one way or the other. And there is examples out there where there's been communications on spirit boxes that indicate that what people are communicating actually aren't dead people. So, who's to know? There could be a mixture. There could be a mixture of things using a spirit box to communicate, not just dead people.
Yeah, and the original experiment actually used seance to try to communicate with Phillip. We can't do that right now. And another form of communication other than seance is a spirit box. They're all in the same communication field.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, we might try that down the road, once we really fully flesh. That can indeed, it's just a communication tool, nothing more.
Yep.
If people want to put a negative perspective on it, that's in their minds.
Yeah.
That's not our intention at all.
Yep.
Because there's going to be nothing negative about this character that we're developing.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we're trying to do, Kanga.
Bingo.
Is it okay, yeah? Is there any echo in anywhere?
No, it's fine.
Hi there.
Hi there.
Yeah.
Can you turn it up a fraction, Sam?
How are we now?
Yeah, that's fine. Somebody's got their own fart box on that side.
Can you tell me how many's coming through, please?
Yep.
Yep.
Did that say handsome?
I thought so too.
Easier.
Yeah.
We have Julie, we have Deb, and we have Brett here, and they would like to talk to you if that's okay today.
Spend it.
That sounded like you, Sam.
Yeah.
Kanga.
Yes, Kanga. Ask them if they want. Would you like to help us with this experiment?
Robin or Robert?
Robert, I thought.
Who's Robert? That's a give.
Do they want something?
Can you see the other people communicating with me right now?
Foreman.
Did that say four of them?
Four.
Fallen?
Four or fallen? Fallen or four? I can't make it out.
No, fallen?
Well, that's a good start. We're talking to the fallen.
Either that or the reference to Nightfall earlier during the week. I don't know.
Yeah.
Are you mentioning Sam when you said fallen?
But it. Romeo. If they.
That came with an echo.
Yeah, I heard that one. I thought it was all going to echo after that.
You will? You would?
You. I'm dead.
You're dead.
I'm
You're
dead.
dead. Sam, that
I'm
sounded
dead.
that sounded like you again.
Yeah. Could you tell me
Love.
what happened to you? We'd like to know. What happened?
This song.
That I'm dead is definitely not
I
real.
wish.
That sounded like I wish.
Yes.
Could you tell us what your name is?
Huff.
Oh,
Yeah, I thought I heard half.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say.
I get that the odd time actually. Yeah. How's Steve?
Hello. Three. Please.
Reference the tree.
The third.
Can you name any of the
Light.
people that's in my TV
Did
screen,
it
my
say blonde?
communicators? Can you name any of them? No? Well, we got Brett there, and we got Julie, and we got Deb. Could you say hello to those people for me? They'd like to talk to you.
Close. To your target. If you.
If you.
Yeah.
Light. He said light 3 times now.
I hope you understand. These people are my friends, and we're all trying to understand you. If you understand what we mean here, we're trying to learn here.
I've been.
I'm good.
Photo. Oh my.
I hope you can hear the 3 other communicators in my communication device over here. Would you be able to speak to those people, if possible?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Light again.
Towards. Anchor.
Anchor?
Danny.
Danny.
Danny. That was really
Danny?
clear.
Who's Danny?
Aye.
Arthur.
L.
Hell. Oh, Arthur came up last week. Is Arthur here? If you're here, say hello to us. We'd love to talk to you. Philip. Philip, you're around a long time too, aren't you?
Is there anyone here who can give us information on Cole and his family?
Did you move the map? It's playing on it.
It's over here.
How did it get over there? That's exactly what it did. Classic. You realise there's salt and pepper squid on
I
it?
do.
All for you.
I know.
Lucky.
All of it.
Yeah, I can't eat anything, Debbie.
I've got myself on mute at the moment. So we can put my...
Right.
We can chat without everybody...
Huh?
Without everybody hearing.
You're not muted, Deb.
You're not muted.
As far as I can go.
Why are you putting these silly little socks on?
Oh, I just said something brighter. Just want to change the pink. Cigarette are in dark colours.
It's not like your mate's going to see your feet.
No.
She thinks she's muted.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry,
No,
I'm
it's
sorry.
not you. That's bad.
Yes, I know what it is. I get it as well.
Bloody
You weren't muted, Deb.
Bowist and Shane. They heard all that. Us chatting just then about the mouse and how the cats moved it.
And the pink socks.
Hello.
And my pink socks.
Look at this smile here. Who are you?
That's Brett.
Oh, don't.
Don't. Okay.
Well, it's a cute smile.
Thinks Brett's got a cute smile.
Tell her she's my fan forever.
Brett says you're his fan forever.
He's gone red. He's blushing.
Essential.
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 That's it. I don't know what.
I reckon if we give it a break for about a couple of minutes, I might be
Yeah.
able to get the communication even
Yeah.
clearer than this.
See.
Yep.
Do you know, so we can break it up if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yep.
I'm gonna go on mute for a second and see if I can get I think I can get it a little bit sharper on this.
Yep.
Okay.
Do you know?
Sounds good.
Right, we're gonna leave you now for a second, and we can talk to you in a few minutes if that's okay with you. Right, I'm going to reset the thing. I'll be back in a second.
Okay, hon.
Mute.
At least you remembered to do it.
That's it.
Yep.
We were enjoying even about you wearing them because they were bright socks.
I'm sick of wearing dark colours all the time.
Pink socks because I didn't want dark colours.
You found out my secret.
Have you got sciatic?
Yeah, my back's playing up a bit, but I've been sitting too much. That's why I'm fidgety.
Me too. That's why I keep moving around. My back's aching. It's just, it's the weather too, because it's going to rain here.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Well, yeah, we got some rain clouds over this afternoon.
Yep.
So it's quite chilly outside, which is hence why I'm not out there, but I am going to go out in a minute and have a smoke, and you're all coming with. But
we've got blazing sunshine here and it's warm. It's cooking.
Rub it in, Brett. Rub it in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It makes a change for us to have sun.
Yeah, and outside rain and cold.
It's like a novelty over here.
Yeah, but it's
so
only
let's
25.
see your pink socks then.
I get real. I'm only 63. Do you really think I'm going to get my leg up that high?
Put the camera down. It ain't all.
Right. Yeah. Oh, this
Those
stripy
teeth are
one.
gone.
Oh, lovely. They're gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Pink stripy ones.
Yep. Oh.
So Kanga said, how warm is it there, Brett? What constitutes warm?
Hang on, I'll check the temperature for you at the moment. Don't forget, we don't have Australian temperatures anyway, but...
25?
It's currently 22 here, but it's
Is that
due
all?
to go up. It's
Is
due
that
to go
all?
up. Yeah, it's due to go up to 26, 27 today, I think, which is considered really warm over here.
Oh.
Got to 20 here today not today, apologies. Yesterday and Thursday.
Yeah.
That was our max 19 the Thursday and 20 on.
If we eat anything above 25 over here, it's an heat wave. Literally.
Jeez.
Shit. Jesus. You wouldn't want to come to WA. We get 40 to 45 consistently through the summer.
That's what I was going to say. 40.
We never hit 40-degree temperatures here, ever.
Oh, my God.
We had a really hot summer in 1976 that lasted the entire summer, and we had a drought over here, and it was getting into like the mid-30s. I don't think we've ever hit 40 degrees in the UK. It just don't happen. We're too far north.
What was your top this year, Kim, for summer? What was the top in Queensland, if you know? Just out of interest, because this year was unseasonably warm, wasn't it?
Mm.
We had quite a warm summer.
We've had a really wet spring. It's been quite cold our spring this year, but it seems to be picking up now.
Yeah, we had a really dry summer here. We got very little rain.
Yeah, we had a really bad spring. It was a really cold one.
Yeah.
You know, up until recently, it was only going 11, 12 degrees, which is quite low for our spring.
Wow.
39 today, or right now. That's huge.
Yeah, that's a summer temp. That's a nice, warm, comfortable day.
That wasn't your summer top, was it? I would have thought they would have been up around 45 too.
Black Rose sun tanning 10 degrees here, lol.
Get my tan on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny. The last time I went to Florida, I went in December. We were there just before Christmas, and all the Floridians are walking around in the jackets and stuff, and I'm walking around in shorts and a t-shirt because for me it was lovely. It was like, 20 odd degrees, which is like a summer day for us. So we were walking around in t-shirts and shorts, and all the locals had got puffer jackets and everything on.
Oh God.
That's amazing. How Australian, Kim? Yeah, no.
I think Ballarat had English weather today, lol. Yeah, 10 degrees is an average day for us.
Ballarat's a place that needs to be explored for hauntings. I love it there, but not in the winter.
Yeah,
Fairy
Ken,
says. Go on, sir.
Kenga was asking, is the box still on? It is. It's on slightly in the background. I just reset it. Reset the direct response mode and that to see if I can get it a little bit clearer than it was. So yeah. So whenever you want to go back into it again, possibly it's there. You know.
Actually, it's quite pleasant out here.
It's quite muggy here today. The problem we have over here is it ain't a dry heat. It's always a humid heat over here.
Yeah, it's
So
raining,
you know,
raining.
it's muggy.
It's raining here today, actually.
Sam's got rain. We've got sunshine.
Yeah.
That's how variable the British weather is.
Oh yeah, we get a lot of rain and stuff.
How you getting on with your mice, Julie, in New South Wales?
Oh, I've been catching them.
Have you started getting them come to you now? Because apparently New South Wales is the worst state with them at the moment, isn't it?
Yep. I've been catching them. I've got my traps out.
Yeah, it keeps popping up on the news, on my news feed on YouTube, showing me all the mice running around. Like the roads are like furries. Like Jesus Christ, Jason have an heart attack if he saw that.
I seen these news articles and documentaries of farmers going into the grain silos and there's just flipping mice.
Yeah, they've got a plague of mice in Queensland at the moment. I think they've estimated there's 3 billion of them just running around Queensland at the moment.
Yeah, some places they're really bad.
But if you think about it, 3 billion, that's nearly half the human population on the planet.
Yeah.
And you got that many mice crammed into Queensland at the moment.
Yeah, and some of these sheds, there's so many of them, they're not even running away from you. They're just climbing over each other.
Yeah.
And they're just moving them with their hands, you know?
Yeah. I watched a clip last night and it was a guy in his barn and he'd got a pipe and it was only about an inch wide, maybe 2 inches thick. And he picked the pipe up and there was like 400 mice just shot out from under this pipe in all directions.
Oh my god.
You couldn't see a single mouse until he picked the pipe up and there'd got to have been 400 of them under there and they went everywhere. They were everywhere.
I don't do mice.
Yeah. Julie, did I read that correctly? You're expecting a temperature of 0 this evening?
0 tonight, yep.
Oh, I couldn't cope.
That's normal for us.
I'll be like the Tin Man in The Wizard of Oz.
That's still pleasantly warm here.
Oh my god.
And it's 0 degrees is nothing here. These Australian pussies can't cope cold temperatures.
No.
Oh yeah, we put up with it during the winter. Although, you know, we don't have severe winters. The last severe winter we had was it 2010 where all the pipes burst? Yeah.
You'd have to come dressed like the abominable snowman if you come here, Deb. Especially in winter because it never goes above 0 here in winter.
No. When I came, it was your summer.
Yeah.
And I still thought it was a bit chilly. Everyone's sitting in the park with their T-shirts off and I still had a little 3/4 leather jacket over the top. And they were looking at me like I was a strange person.
Well, you would have been over here wearing a jacket.
Why am I echoing?
Oh, that's probably because I have a bit of audio feeding from the Spurt box session.
So we can hear the box.
Roger.
Kanga says their local Bunnings stores have sold out of mice and rat traps and baits. People are buying them online. I ain't surprised. The amount of mice they showed during Queensland was scary. The news team pulled up in this road at night. I kid you not, and the road was moving in front of the lorry. It was literally a wall of mice running across the road. You couldn't see tarmac. It was just a brown furry carpet running across the road. There was thousands of them.
Gee.
Hi, Gay and Natalie. Oh my
That's
gosh,
been Natalie
7,000
through the
acres.
box.
Don't know.
Oh
I
my
spoke
God.
over it.
Natalie, hi everyone. My sister is on 7,000 acres, and she said the mice are a nightmare. He even had mice in on the beds inside. Yeah, they're getting in people's. They can't stop them, Deb. It is literally
Yeah,
a
no,
proper plague
just
in New South Wales. There's just no way of stopping them. And stupid PETA said they should all be humanely catched and released in the wild. Where are you going to stick three
Where-
billion mice?
They're going to come back.
don't bloody send them here like a cane toad.
Where are you going to stick 3 billion mice? Where they ain't
Make-
going to cause problems.
Make a boat for them and send them into the ocean.
Yeah.
With an hole
Yeah.
in the bottom.
Well, when you have a problem like that, and people would say killing them is cruel, but
Bullshit.
the thing is, nature, has to have a balance. Predator and prey, and obviously the balance isn't there.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we would have a proper balance. This isn't a
It's,
proper
it,
balance.
this is obviously
Yeah.
an
That's a
effect of,
really
them
great
bushfires.
point,
It's
Sam.
the effect of them bushfires last year. There was so many of the top end predators killed off in Australia. The mice have just running rampant now.
Not only that, they said that because people have been locked away for COVID, there's been no one out and about to bait
Yeah.
for the mice, so they've just multiplied.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've got it.
Well,
We've got
good
it.
point.
We've got a rat problem over here at the moment. They've said the rat problem in Sheffield, they have quadrupled in number during the COVID lockdown because they ain't been poisoned or anything.
Yeah, I believe that.
Kaya likes to go in my back garden every night and look for one. She did catch one a few weeks ago and brought it into Jason and nearly crapped himself.
Well, seeing you guys came over on a boat, we'll ship you some.
Well, Kanga said they've been in her pantry. They get everywhere. Mice are worse than rats. Rats are bad enough, but mice are so small they can squash under your door. Even gaps under the door they can get under.
Yeah, they
They
can.
flatten themselves.
Jesus. No.
But when PETA said, that they need to be humanely captured and released in the wild, and it's like, where the hell are you going to stick 3 billion mice in Australia? They're just going to cause havoc wherever you stick them.
You just make
Yeah.
sure he's not looking. Bang.
Yeah, basically.
Shotgun euthanasia, baby.
He turns around.
Well,
How did that happen? Whoa.
the thing you've got to be careful of anyway, particularly with the rats, if the rats start doubling up as well, you've got Lyme's disease and stuff like that they carry. And that can cause no end of trouble for humans. You've got to take it into consideration.
Exactly.
As horrible as it is having to kill anything, sometimes there's a good case for it. I'm in Newcastle, not the bush, but we're getting hammered here near the wetlands too. It's full of water, so they moved up to where we are. Yeah, they swim.
Yeah, Kanga's probably not far from where the flood came through too, and that pushed him a certain way.
Yeah.
Indeed. Stephen Newcomb.
Yeah, that's right, Stephen.
Well, surely some
I'd
government.
be there in my garden with my flamethrower and get off.
Yeah, me too.
Give him a a Viking funeral. Send him
Yeah.
out on a
Yeah,
boat and
send him out on a
shoot
boat.
fire arrows.
Yeah. You have to, Kanga. As soon as you get them in anywhere near your food, you have to throw all your food away because you never know. You absolutely never know what, because they climb into cereal boxes overnight.
I'd get one of those pump sprays from Bunnings and put petrol in it, spray them and light them.
It's an horrible thing to say, but mice pee constantly. If they climb in your food, they pee without doubt. They've peed on your food without doubt.
Yeah. Get rid of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'd be spraying gasoline or petrol or something, and then I'd be lighting the damn things.
There's got to come a point where you have to say, well, I'm sorry, but you've got to go. Simple as.
Yeah, but can't get that many, mate. You've got your own health to consider.
Yeah, if I'm getting in your pantry, I don't care how cute and furry people think they are. They'd beat it with an hammer. Simple as.
You're racing around with a bloody baseball bat. Whack, 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 whack.
If they go between floors, they start eating at wires and stuff, and that can
Yeah.
be pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that because I'm still waiting for this electrician to sort my downstairs lights out, and that's one of the things he said. He said, "Have you seen any mice in the house?" And I said, "Well, no, but it ain't saying they ain't in the wall somewhere, and they've chewed through a wire. You don't know."
I can do a lot of destruction.
They'll live in your roof and eat the insulation.
Rats can actually chew through concrete. Rats have been known to literally chew holes through concrete.
Yeah.
They'll work at it until they've got through. I just stuck an hammer in the middle of them emojis.
What's it called? Whack-a-mole?
Whack-a-mole.
Whack-a-mole.
Whack-a-mouse. Yeah, there's all sorts of horrible diseases that vermin carry. All sorts of, but Lyme's disease is another one you've really got to watch out for, especially with rats. The bubonic plague over here in Europe was caused by rats. The fleas on the rats, they were transporting the fleas, and the fleas were biting people.
Oh, God.
Yeah, gay, they can chew through solid concrete. They can chew an hole through a concrete wall.
Yeah. The only thing they can't chew through is steel wool. That's why you use steel wool to block holes.
Yeah.
Cuts their guts open.
Yep. I'll bear that in mind. I've got a concrete slab because I'm all on one level.
Mm-hmm.
We get them over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't be pleasant.
Yeah. The thing is, you won't stop them getting in anyway, even if you block every hole up in your what's it, because what they do, and especially the rats, is they go into the sewers and then they come up your sewage pipe and they swim through the U-bend in the toilet and come through your toilet. That's how they get in.
Jesus God Almighty! You can't even go and have an ablution in privacy.
No. There have people actually been bitten on the backside while they've been sitting on the toilet because of rats. It's actually happened. It has actually happened. One woman over here about 20 years ago actually had an heart attack on the toilet while she was...
I'm going to be hovering now.
She was on... No, I'm not kidding you. It is a true story. She was on the loo doing whatever, and a rat came up through the U-bend, bit her on the ass, and she had an heart attack and died on the loo. It
Let
was
me
all
tell
over the
you,
news.
After I watched Ghoulies Part 2, I couldn't sit on the toilet for like months. And now you're talking about rats.
David Attenborough always says the one animal he doesn't like is rats, and he did a documentary on them once. If you Google it on YouTube, it's probably on there, and it actually shows you them coming up through the sewer on a night and crawling through somebody's toilet and getting into the house. And they were in the kitchen. They were in the kitchen climbing in the cornflakes and stuff, and then buggering off for the night.
Well, when I was in mining and doing fly-in, fly-out work up in the Pilbara, the frogs used to come up through the toilet, and one scared the bejesus out of me one morning at 3 o'clock in the morning because I was getting ready for work. When I looked down and there's this brown frog staring back up at me, I nearly choked because I felt it on my body.
What you'd been eating.
A lot of cereal, so yeah.
They did other screens this morning, I think, Noni May. How you doing? Hope you're feeling a lot better.
Yeah, Dale, hope all's well.
We're doing an interesting experiment tonight.
Ganga says she likes the frogs. I like frogs, but I wouldn't want to see them swimming around in my loo.
No.
Yeah, no, they get up under the toilet lid and all sorts of things. But this morning, about 2:45 in the morning, I went to the bathroom and one was under the toilet coming up. It was floating in the water, obviously. I didn't notice it. And next thing, bang. Never seen seen somebody move so quick in all your life.
Oh, God.
So yeah, Julie, just think next time you get to the loo to wet your lettuce, you might meet Roland Rat on the on the way.
I'll be hovering like a spacecraft.
Speaking of UFOs, did you guys see that clip that I put on YouTube this afternoon?
No.
I hadn't watched it yet because I'd literally got up and got this sorted. Is it the one you've sent me in the link?
No, it's a different one. I only found it
Because I ain't
late this
watched it yet. I
afternoon.
was going to watch it after this.
Yeah, that one's a good one.
Want to kill a budgie too, Kanga. I doubt the budgies will be dealing with them very well.
No, mine had run away. They're wusses.
Yeah, but it was big news over here when that woman died by being bit on the butt by the rat.
How would you describe that on your
I missed
tombstone?
that. I missed that.
know,
What was that?
She went to there was a woman over here, she went to the toilet, sat down on the loo to do her business, and a rat came up and bit her on the backside. She had an heart attack and died.
Imagine the last thing you've ever done was had a launch. A brown launch. And that was the last thing that you've ever done. The highlight of my whole life.
If it had been a bit quicker, I might have been able to knock it out as it dropped on the way down.
Oh. Where's your sound effect now?
Yep, boom.
That's a massive statement going out, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
You'll hear the rat in a minute. It took me ages, believe it or not, it took me ages to find that flop sound effect.
Oh, God.
It took me over an hour of searching yesterday to find that. You'll be amazed how
no,
many.
Evelyn, I haven't.
You'll be
Yet,
amazed
I
how
haven't
many
gotten around
plot
to
sound
it.
effects are on the internet to pick from.
Have you ever noticed that with investigations that the guys always, put their cameras down into the toilet when it can be dreadful? But
Yeah.
women don't. Guys have got even boys, they've got a fascination with farts and toilets. What's the deal?
Yeah, I would if I went into an abandoned house. I'd stick the camera down the loo to see what state it was in.
Oh.
Why? What's
Well,
the
it's
fascination to
interesting.
draw in?
It's the shock value of if it's in a disgusting state.
Toilets and abandoned fridges. Never touch an abandoned fridge.
Oh, don't talk to me about abandoned bridges and Jason. He nearly killed himself on the last one we went on.
No, fridge.
Fridge.
Oh,
Yeah.
fridge. I thought you said bridge.
Yeah,
No, fridge.
If you go into an abandoned house, don't open the fridge.
Oh, God, no. Can you imagine the smell if they've left anything in there?
Yeah.
I've seen plenty of those. It's not right.
Do you want to start another box then, Sam? I'm just going to go and grab me a coffee because I am absolutely dry
Can
throat
do.
here. I'll be back in a sec.
Can do.
That might be a bit graphic, Evelyn.
Oh, just.
I
Can we
can't
hear?
shoot through the steel Kanga. Exactly.
I was playing.
Here we go.
It was cut.
Can you come back and talk to us?
No.
Well, we would like to talk to you if that's okay.
Laughing.
Hello?
Yeah.
Natalie.
Engineer.
Yes, he is, Kim.
Many's coming through to us.
Sam.
I shouldn't be getting music coming through.
Hi, my name is Julie.
Tom.
My name's Deb.
His name is Tom, apparently.
Hello, Tom.
Hi, hi, Tom.
Is there anyone with you, Tom? Evil?
He's back.
Just when you done that, the word evil came out. Fucking hell.
You're very true, Tom.
Tom's on the ball.
What was that?
Hi, this is Tom. Say hi to Tom.
Hi, Tom.
Many.
Many? Did that say many?
Yeah,
Many.
that might have been
Yeah.
referring to the question, is there anybody else with you, Tom? Sometimes you don't get a direct answer right after you ask it.
Yeah.
You know? I'm not happy that this radio station's coming through.
How many is many?
That says losing, I'm going to shit myself.
Sure.
Sorry, I'm reading the comments. Mice love noodles. The bastards ate mine. I'm sorry.
I'm just going to lose it one day, truly.
Oh, for God's sake.
Negative.
Sorry. It was just one of them comments that you just read and it's just hilarious. I'm sorry.
Ladies and nuts.
My red shirt now. My favourite noodle.
Robert! Well, I call it fibre.
That's made me go up with laughing. It really has. It's just one of them totally random comments you read in chat and then you just itch it and it's funny.
Natalie won the internet tonight. Oh.
That's unfortunate, Robert. I didn't know they'd invented smell-o-vision yet. Oh, God. I'm going to stop thinking about it.
I'm crying here.
There, Dick.
I only eat one brand and they ate a lot.
Stop this for a second, all right?
I'm trying to stay. Oh, God almighty.
Oh, God, see.
Oh.
Somebody help me.
That's me resetting.
Oh.
I'm trying not to think about it.
Oh my God. That's the funniest thing ever.
Oh, that's the plot.
Tom's back.
Oh.
Tom.
I need to clean my glasses now. I've cried all over my lenses. I can't see nothing. Oh.
Can you see Brett laughing about news?
Shut up. I just forgot about it then.
Oh my God.
Oh, God. Jesus Christ.
You rang? Oh, God.
You're going to have a couple of outbursts during the day now at random.
Yeah, I have. It is. It's going to keep coming back to me during the day. Jason's going to think I've gone mad.
To me, actually.
It was just the way the comment was in a wall of text, and then I suddenly read.
They ain't one, bro.
noodles.
Oh,
I could just imagine him sitting up there, and you open the cupboard, and he's sitting there like,
yeah.
Got any more?
Where's the satay sauce?
got his little napkin on.
Spoon and a fork ready.
If that box says noodles now, I'm leaving the stream. I'm sorry.
If you can hear me right now, can you say the word noodles, please?
Don't.
That's the password to say that you can hear me. Can you say the word noodles?
I've got an headache now from laughing.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Brett's still laughing. Will you say noodles for Brett?
No.
Why not? Do it to me.
Did that say F off?
I thought it said I can't.
Yeah.
Louise.
Boys,
Houston.
listen.
DC.
Brett? That was my stomach.
Black
You
Rose
need
just
some
put up
noodles.
Herman. I had a pet rat when I was a kid because I couldn't cut it up in the science lab, and I named it Herman. Hello, Herman.
I just said it right again.
It's a rat.
Some rat.
To Brett.
You're a good rat. You were a good rat and a good friend to me.
Rat?
You used to crawl around in my long blonde hair. Do you remember that? And I used to take you to school. Shut up, Brett. I had long hair. Don't go there.
I've already gone there.
I was thinking,
Oh my
I
God.
can't believe that said rat.
Yeah.
I thought it said rat too, and that's why I went, oh.
It said Herman right after you said it, so they can hear you.
Hello, Herman.
Hang on, I'll be back in a sec.
Okay.
YouTube?
Is that saying YouTube?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Have you got a YouTube channel, Herman? He died years ago.
I thought that said I have.
They're all videos of him swinging in Eb's long blonde hair.
Eating noodles.
Yeah.
Doing his Bear Grylls, climbing up and just jumping in the hole at the end.
It's comfort.
Who's Herman?
Right.
Oh, my eyes will stop watering now.
Did Herman like to eat noodles?
He preferred beef curtains.
I'll get them to say noodles yet. Yeah, we find noodles very funny. Can you say noodles and make us laugh?
Noodles.
Please. I'm begging you. Please.
Please don't say noodle.
Come on, Herman, say noodles.
Acid.
That's it.
Did you say acid?
Oh no.
No. I took you home because I couldn't cut you up in the science lab.
Home.
Home?
That's what I thought it said, home.
Yes. Hello.
Hello.
Wow.
As if young.
Yes, I was very young when I
Yeah, I
took
thought
you
so
home.
young then.
Please say noodles. God damn it. Please.
People.
People, yeah. Herman, give me a break here. Come on.
Come on, Herman, say noodles, please.
The Herman
Herman
again?
again.
That was clear as day.
Zing.
Yes, you used to like to chew on a lot of wood. So,
Can you still hear my friends on the TV screen? We got Julie, we got Deb, and we got Brett, and we're having a great
Aussie.
time here.
Is it YouTube?
YouTube again?
YouTube, yeah.
yeah.
Yes, I'm recording on YouTube so we can hear you back, if that's okay with you.
He should.
He
He
should.
should.
People.
People.
Noodles.
Did you like noodles, Herman?
Treat.
I used to like carrots as a treat.
Fun.
Fun.
You.
I'll leave you to communicate for a second. I'm going to quickly make a cup of coffee, if that's okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
go,
got
Joe.
I might be a little bit noisy for about half a minute. but
That's all right.
Should be okay.
Yes.
Can you talk to my friends? You can see them on the screen there. Yes, people. Yes.
People.
Curry prawn.
Can you talk to them about noodles and stuff? And I'll be back in a second.
Oh, not the That scared me.
I love curry prawns.
Can you see Kaya, the dog behind Brett?
Kinga. Untrick. Listo.
Herman, where are you from?
Is it? Sure. Is the tea?
City?
I lived in the city.
Is
Where did I get you from, Herman?
I'm sure he said I see a couple of times now. I see.
What do you see?
What was that? Flew in front of Sam's camera then?
I think Sam put crisps or something on a chair.
I don't know.
Feed the inner child.
Can you tell us what I have in my hand?
Oh, for fuck's sake. All right.
What have I got in my hand?
Oh.
I'm just going to lose it here in a minute.
Did you see the chat?
Oh, well. No, my glasses. I can't. I'm crying.
Honey Ann said when my daughter was 5,
Will you leave my mail alone? Back in a sec.
Coco wants noodles.
No, Coco wants the mail.
Hot ramen and oh,
She did the noodle dance.
dance. That was classic, Sam.
That was good.
That was good.
How many exactly is coming through and talking to us today? How many people?
This is
Many's here.
sure.
Say teacher.
Hang on.
Sure.
Listen.
Yeah.
Bien. Oscar.
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 There's a lot of German sounding names coming through tonight. Herman and
Lucy.
Oscar. They're both German names.
Deb.
I seem to come through a lot.
You said hello to Deb. Can you say hello to me?
Yeah. Choke. Used to be.
Now that is Spooky Fairy because that's my middle name.
Did you hear the whistle?
Yeah?
Yeah.
I thought it was you.
No.
Is one of
Well, no, it was the box. What, Anne?
That sounded like Julie.
That was my original story.
Baby shot.
Oh my God.
Sweetie.
Sweetie.
Something like that. Sweet.
What can you hear right now?
Wilson. Ivan.
Ivan.
That sounded German. The accent.
Isn't right.
Let's say right. Or
Yep.
right.
Right. I thought.
Yeah, I thought I heard right.
Yeah, I thought I heard Soup Kanga.
Pork. Hello.
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 That sounded very German.
But didn't it? Look at Black Rose's comment.
Morgan.
Yeah, it could have been right.
Yeah.
Which is enough.
Wait.
Guten Tagen.
I mean.
What is your name?
Nine.
9.
Nine.
Was ist das?
No.
Used to be.
I sometimes get that reply to questions. 9.
That definitely said 9 then, and it said 9 in the way a German would say it. 9.
Yeah.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Was ist das? Something.
Are you a German soldier?
What?
Jewel?
Effie? Oh, it's one of Julie's kids. Oh my gosh.
Colin.
Yeah, Knox, there's a couple of responses so far that have been in the same voice.
Just.
Technically, you shouldn't be in the same voice. it's doing a linear sweep, but it actually isn't doing a sweep as such. It's in this weird response mode that it's sort of like possibly an overclocking of the radio kind of thing.
Aircom.
Aircom. Commander. Hello, Commander? Something like that.
Friendship.
That's a Panzer.
I thought it did.
She should Kanga because Coco snatched the letters that time. She don't normally grab the letters.
Go.
Could you tell me what you can see around you right now?
Agree, Kinga.
Squad.
That's a FOD.
Hurry.
Five.
Today.
Black slod.
Keep us. Please. Hobby.
That sounded like Hobbit.
Hobby or Hobbit? I couldn't be sure.
My little one's a Japanese Shiba Inu, and the big one's a mongrel that I rescued from Romania. You can see Fluffy Arse Cotter in the background. She's in the middle of molting.
Have you any messages for Brett, Julie, and Deb that talking to you right now?
In English.
There's a lot of stuff coming through tonight that's got a German sound to it.
Very.
That sounded like 10. Da.
Yeah. Did you die in war?
Measure.
Were you a pilot?
That definitely sounds German.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're gonna hit. Alles gut.
If you fought in the war, can you tell us which war it was that you fought in?
What bleep there?
Hausen is house.
Pants.
Pants.
Hosen. That's where the English word pantyhose comes from.
Depends on how you spell it. Let me look this up. Horse. Okay. Wholesome. Wholesome.
Bye, Gay. Be well.
Catch you later, Gay. You have a good night.
From Fossa. Yeah.
Getting
Can you say bye to gay spirits?
speak.
Speak.
Truth. Perfect. Yes. Counter. Port.
Port.
Mother?
Mother. Yeah.
Yes, mother.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry for what?
Happy.
Happy. What's mother's name?
Shot.
You're sounding like Norman Bates now.
Angst.
Mother.
Ja. Uit. Object. Central.
Possibly Knox, because it said mother and then sorry immediately afterward.
And again.
Sam.
Perhaps he didn't make it home from the war.
I'll be
That's a
right.
possibility.
Son.
Maria. Mahori. Gas.
Say
What's that?
Mahoney.
Something
Mahoney.
like that.
Tofu. Answer. Nerd. Onze. Osco. Jen. Sona.
Possibly Knox.
We'll look for a direct answer to this. Are you dead or are we dead?
Bobby.
Bobby again?
Yep.
No.
What? And I
Sorry, Kangaroo. I had to hide that one. That word gets a bit iffy on YouTube.
don't.
Aiden?
Stuart. Pendle.
Pendle?
Let's go.
Sounded like Pendle.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Let's that?
If you hear any swear words, you can take out one letter and replace it with a little star or something like that. Then, you know. Can you tell me where you are right now?
Some of us don't actually prescribe to Christian beliefs, Onian.
Huh?
Okay. Please.
That's the second time it said MG in the last 10 minutes. Whatever that means.
Yep. Same. Dark.
Dark.
Dog. You'll be grounded and that toy will be taken away from you, Brett.
Right. No TV tomorrow, Brett.
That's okay. I don't watch TV.
No sound card, Brett.
We're still trying to get you to say noodles.
I'm sure that's it. Sit just.
Maybe they said it in German.
Sure.
What did they just say?
I thought it told me to shut up.
Right.
Noodle?
Please.
Okay.
Nobody knows, Kanga. All you can say is what you hear.
Okay.
Yeah, my German's really rusty.
That's me.
It's me.
Close it. Loved.
Have you got a favourite colour? Like red or blue or green or purple?
Sam.
Okay.
Broken.
Okay. How do you?
What did you do?
Hey. How? Oops. Oh my. Come on. Hurry.
I'm not hearing half that.
Less.
Listen.
Don't
Get
say
F.
get F.
Yeah.
And the same to you.
Fundamental.
Yes, women.
It's a top. Break.
Did that just say what I thought it said?
What?
Coal.
Can you tell us about coal? Timestamp it.
Holy cow. Yes, Deb's here.
I did. Governed.
Night, Knox.
Governed. Who are you governed
Night,
by?
Knox.
Good night, Knox. Be safe, brother.
Who's in charge? Do you have somebody in charge?
What are you innocent of?
Did that say innocent?
Yeah.
F.
Julie.
Julie ain't innocent.
Idra's Brad.
Unless she had, immaculate
Well, no, Brett came
conceptions.
back, called it evil.
Support.
Something dead. What's Cole's last name?
Macaulay.
Agree.
Oh, McRae.
McRae. Can you tell us about Cole McRae?
Ed?
No, would not want to talk to Ed today.
Go away, Ed.
Fetch.
We can talk to Ed later.
Maybe Ed can tell us about Cole.
Now there's no noodles coming on. Thank you, Natalie.
Been there, done that, got the t-shirt.
And the headache.
Oh, it's flinging. I thought it's something else. Black Rose. So she was doing something unnatural to her noodles.
Growl. Was there a Desmond? Desmond, you there?
Desmond.
Maybe.
Maybe, it said.
Yeah.
Hi, Desmond.
Desmond, have you got
Shush
any
up.
news?
They're telling me today.
No,
No.
No.
he doesn't have any noodles.
Dinner.
Dinner?
That sounded like somebody saying good night in an Australian accent.
Good eye.
How cool.
Shit.
Yeah, it seems to be winding down a bit now.
Yeah, it does. They're all dispersing.
Yeah.
Do you want to wind down? You can always come back into it again. Sometimes when you take a little break and come back to it, it
Yeah.
refreshes.
Comes back. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
I could do with a break. I'm getting a headache.
Yeah.
We're gonna go for now. Is it okay if we talk to you later on? Can we talk to you soon again?
Good job.
Thanks for talking, Spirit.
Of course. We'll talk to you in a little while if that's okay with you.
Sure.
Sure. We got the thumbs up.
Thank
I
you.
don't want to turn off, so we'll talk to you soon.
Bye. Thank you for
Bye.
coming. Auf Wiedersehen.
That was interesting.
There was a lot
Really?
of German in the middle of that session.
Sometimes it's good to just observe, you know what I mean? Because they kind of get annoyed with you if you keep asking the same flipping questions. You know, because, you know, even the best observers, they're only going to pick up 25% of what's coming through. And you have you sort of have to go through it and stuff. And if you keep asking the same questions, like if you ask people the same questions, they're going to get annoyed with you. So sometimes it's just nice to observe, you know, and just listen.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
Frank Sumption just believed in turning on the radio and listening for what's coming through. You know?
Yeah.
You know, the reason why we're asking questions is we're looking for direct answers to those questions, basically. You know, but still, you still can get interesting stuff by just observing, you know?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's some of the times you can get some really cool stuff come through. Just sitting there and listening.
We found out recently, I can't remember the name of the thing, but somebody has come up and used. Do you know the radio that was used to make the S box?
Yeah.
There's a black version of that, and I'll get the name of it in a second. But it does random sweep, and it actually sounds good. It sounds okay. It's not overwhelmed with static and that. The only thing is, we can't get it in the UK. It is actually listed on eBay, and I'll get the name of it in a second. But I think it does both linear and random sweep, but it definitely does random sweep. Do you know? And some people say that this is even, it's better. They would say they would use it above the PSP7 any day. It does sound pretty. It does sound pretty good. For a little radio. And
Yeah.
what was it? Something like $80 or something like that.
Okay.
I'll get the name of it now in a second. Hold on a second.
Yeah, I looked at it on eBay yesterday. They're only selling it in the US at the moment. They ain't exporting outside of the US.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, do they sell it in Australia?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think the only place they sell it is the US at the moment. But it's a smart looking little box.
I'll get the name of it now in a second. If my phone would stop playing up. Wasn't it in our messages somewhere? The TV.
A pity there wasn't anyone in the US that you know quite well that could
That's got
get
one.
the box for you and send it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like Steve Holte makes good boxes, but he won't send to me. He'll send through eBay, but he won't send directly
Yeah.
to me.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
What about Dave Chappell? Or is that his name, Dave Chappell? Steve? Yeah, no, I thought it was Dave. I don't know. You know the guy I mean.
Bill is very good, but some are saying that some of the stuff it's very good, but sometimes it just don't last.
Mm.
So I don't know. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I do admire his way of looking at things.
Me too.
Yeah. Thinking outside the box.
Yep.
I'm just gonna. It's called a TAKH TB-1.
Sounds like a disease.
So TAKH.
TB
Yep.
-1.
Dash
But
one.
there's a space between the H and the T. Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks exactly like the S box except for it's black. Do you know?
Yep.
But somebody was talking to me and they said maybe, that if people worked on it, they may be able to get software to get the S box to work better, because the Ghost Stop promised us and gave us the impression that they were going to work on software and work on updates, and we didn't get the updates. I kept checking the website, couldn't find updates. There was one update, and I updated that, and it didn't make any difference. And since buying the box, we've had no updates. So they didn't deliver what they actually said that they were going to deliver to us.
That was the S box.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the S box. Now that I've had it and tried it, nah.
I don't like the static burst. The static burst that comes
Yep.
through.
I don't like that pause mode you can set it on, where it once it hits a signal, it pauses for 2 seconds. To me, that's manipulating. That's manipulating the sound.
Yeah,
I
but
haven't used
I know
that.
you can turn it off, but people use it because once it hits a signal, it stays on that signal for 2 seconds. There, you get like a full sentence come through off the radio. So and it makes it look like you're getting full sentences. I don't like that mode on it. It should never have been put on.
Yeah, but with ITC, if you're used to listening and that, you get to know what actually is radio and what is a response. The tones is different. It's you have to tune your ears to it, and very often you'll know a radio sentence a mile
Oh, yeah.
off eventually, you know.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Good night, Natalie. You were a hoot.
Yeah, you made me laugh tonight.
Yeah, she gave us some good laughs. We
Yeah.
might wind this down in a minute too, seeing as people are leaving, getting late. Yeah, we've had a couple of sessions and that, but thank you everyone for coming in tonight and for contributing to the experiment. As I said at the beginning of the stream, we're going to carry this on for some time to come during other streams and see what we get. I think we had a pretty good first session. What do you guys reckon?
Yeah.
Totally.
Yep. All right. Thank you to Sam for running the box for us tonight,
Oh, no
and
problem.
for everyone else for contributing. Yeah. Does you guys want to say goodbye and
Love to all.
Have a good night, everybody, or day,
And have a
depending
great
on where
week.
you are. Just stay safe.
Absolutely.
Thanks
Yep.
very much again for having us on, and
Yeah.
you know, thanks
Thanks
to
for
everybody in the
coming.
chat.
We
Yeah.
love you and appreciate you very, very much. You've put some great questions up tonight and given
Thank
us
you.
a damn good giggle.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you everyone for joining me. And I will see all you guys in chat much later. Bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye.